A long time ago, there was a Sith Lord named Gostrayama. Is the planet of Transco almost ours? Gostra said. Dilla says, yes, Lord Holy. While the meeting was going on, a man named Dan Brain was sitting. Many years later,
Trice Koon starts waking up and he ignites his lightsaber, WHA. The Inquisitor from before is standing in the distance and Trice says, what do you want? It stares at Trice and says, your life, Trice. Trice looks at the figure before running at it. As Trice runs at the Inquisitor, a ship starts firing at the Inquisitor and it falls down, and Trice says, WH, what's happening? The ship lands and a few soldiers with blasters gets out. One of them says, who are you? A Jedi? Trice nods. Yes, I am. Thanks for saving me. Another soldier says, okay, our leader has been looking for a Jedi, so will you join our team? Trice looks at the people. I will think about it. Trice enters the ship and sees the leader. The leader says, I'm Keela Kud Jedi. Trice looks at her. Why did you want me to join your team? Keela speaks up. I used to be a Jedi, but I cut myself from the Force after that. Inquisitor attacked my people. Trice looks at Keela and she says, it's okay, the Iron Legion will stand. But Jedi, you should get some rest, and then we will talk about work. Trice nods and finds a cozy place, then he lays down and falls asleep. After a few hours, Keela wakes Trice up and says, Jedi, we're almost here. Trice looks up at Keela, almost where? Trice yawns and Keela says, to Transgo. There's a VIP that the Empire has, and before we can start war, we need the VIP. Trice gets up and looks at Keela. Okay. Keela looks at Trice and says, be careful of the acid rain. Trice looks at Keela in shock. The acid? What now? Keela says just hurry back and you should be okay. Trice approaches the front door and he sees 4 other Iron Legion soldiers. So I guess I'm not doing this alone. Jaren Sky says, oh, of course not. Here in the Iron Legion, we do everything together. Trice nods. Good to know. Trice exits the ship and he looks around. This planet looks like a mess. Jaren looks at Trice. It's that acid rain every 10 years. Trice approaches the door. How do we get in? Jaren responds, you're a Jedi, right? Trice nods and Jaren says then use your lightsaber. Trice slices through the door, but the sirens goes off and Jaren says, let's make this quick, okay? They start running down the hall, but some green stormtroopers stops them and Jaren screams, acid troopers. Trice starts deflecting blaster bolts and the troopers starts firing. Trice slices a few in half, but more just keeps coming and he say, there's too many. We're never going to make it. Jaren looks at the control panel and shoots it, closing the door of where the acid troopers were coming from, and Trice says, so where's this VIP at? Jaren takes a look at a map and says, she should be through that door. Jaren points at a door and says, you should slice it in half. Trice nods and slices the door in half and from left to right. As he enters in, he sees a child crying. Wait, is this the VIP? Jaren nods and Trice wipes sweat and says, we did all of this for her. The girl looks at Trice and says, are you here to help me? Please? My name is Kaylee. Trice looks at Kaylee. Yes, we are here to help you. Trice picks up Kaylee and runs towards the door. As he exits, he doesn't see the ship. Jaren, where's the ship? Jaren looks at Trice, terrified, and says, this is not good. Trice looks up at the sky, and he sees acid dropping from the sky. Trice opens his holocron. Keela, quickly, get the ship over here. Keela says, do you have Kaylee? Trice yells. Yes. Trice armor starts melting off, and he looks up and sees the ship and quickly gets on. Phew, Trice looks back, and he sees a soldier melting and disintegrating, and Trice says, why did you leave Keela? Keela looks at Trice and says, Jedi, if my ship got disintegrated by the acid, none of us would have made it. Trice looks at Keela and says, I guess you're right. Keela speaks up. Now you got the VIP, we can start war. Trice says, may I ask why she's the VIP? Keela looks back at Trice. Jedi, listen, I purposed her. Dad, I would keep her safe. Me and her dad were good friends. Trice looks down. Well, Keela, I'm happy to help. Keela smiles. I guess this is the start of a big war. Jedi. The end. Or is it?